All right, it is KPNW, teasing it all morning. We welcome the folks from the basketball league, the Emerald City Jaguars, a brand new pro basketball team that is here in Eugene and hopefully here to stay, right, guys?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
All right, we welcome the owner, Marion Clark, and two players for the
Hey,
Jaguars,
Josh,
Josh
bring your
and
mic up a little
Jordan.
bit.
Guys, how do you like Oregon so far?
Oh, I love Oregon.
You're a grad, right? A local grad?
Yeah, I graduated Sheldon, 2005. I've been here in Eugene since third grade, though. I love Eugene. Great community. I raise kids here. I love it.
So you're the old guy. You say you're the old guy.
I am. Yeah, I'm 37. I'm definitely quite a bit older than the other guys.
How about you, Jordan? Or Josh?
For me, it's an adjustment. You know, just coming from California sun to almost no sun out here at all is it's different. But just the weather change is different also. But I'm liking it. I'm warming up to the weather itself. I love the cold weather, so now I'm getting tested every
Right.
day now.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, how did this all happen? So what made it that the basketball league would come to Eugene?
So that probably starts with me really. So my story coming to Oregon in general is a little unique. I actually grew up in Compton and then moved to Moreno Valley, California later. And then ironically finished my senior year of high school, 1 year in Oregon at Corvallis High School, and then kind of just got sucked into the Willamette Valley and never left. So me and my brother started a basketball training program called CA2 Sports down in Corvallis. So that kind of just spiraled into other investments, and then I got in contact with Dave Magley, who was the owner of the TBL, and he presented me with an opportunity to bring a team to Eugene. We were actually looking at multiple different places between Corvallis, Albany, Lebanon, but Eugene just seemed to be the perfect fit for it.
And how did you guys get the Jaguars mascot? Who came up with that? I'm curious.
My son actually came up with the Jaguars mascot. He came up with it. He was actually playing Madden, and then he just started playing with the Jaguars, and he just kept playing with him, and then I was just sitting there trying to come up with a name, trying to find something that fit, and Emerald City Jaguars just sounded right.
I'm curious, how many other TBL teams are there here in Oregon?
Actually, there's quite a few that are actually really close. So we got the Salem Capitals, which is 40 minutes right down the freeway.
Right.
They've been in existence for about 3 or 4 years, and they're really big in the community down there in Salem. Jason, the owner, does a really good job of getting them involved and keeping them involved.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Vancouver Volcanoes, owned by a good friend of mine, Kurt. He does a really good job as well. And then we got 2 teams in Washington. We got the Wenatchee Bighorns, the Seattle Superhawks. And then the other team that we're going to be playing is going to be the Montana Electric. So those are going to be the teams that we're going to play in our division.
How many games are there in a season?
So we're looking at a 24-game slate for the season. 12 home games going to be at Lane Community College. So we're hoping to really bring some excitement down there to that stadium. They got a really nice venue. It's a really nice part of town. So we've got 12 home games. We're hoping to fill out the stands every single game.
And what is the length of the season? When does it start? When does it end? And then I'm assuming you've got like playoffs and a championship of some sort, right?
Yes. So regular season is March to May. First game is March 1st. And for us, it's going to be a home game. So our first game in existence is a home game. So it's going to be really nice for us to set the tone for the rest of the season and beyond. And then if we produce a good record, like I know Jordan and Josh are gearing up to do every single day, we're going to be in the playoffs in June.
So when we say this is a professional team, is it kind of like MLB's sort of like minor leagues, or how is it set up?
That's unofficially basically how it's been set up. We've had a lot of players transition from us directly into the G League, directly into the NBA. In fact, there's a basketball player that played for the Salem Capitals last year. He's currently swinging for the Celtics right now as a starter on the G League and a backup on the actual roster.
Wow.
Nice. So
pretty much like the Eugene Emeralds, except for basketball.
Exactly. Except we have the option to also send our players overseas. So we try to get a lot of guys jobs where it makes sense. If it makes sense for you to go to the G League or try to get to the NBA, it makes sense. If it makes sense for you to get overseas to one of these other leagues, then that makes more sense for you.
So
Yeah.
hopefully I don't go too far with this question, but I know, for example, players for the Eugene Emeralds are paid by the affiliate team, which is the San Francisco Giants. They're on contract with them. How do you guys get paid? How's those contracts work? Or do they go through the NBA or do they go through the basketball league?
So no, they go directly through me.
Okay.
All this is coming right now straight out of my pocket.
Okay.
So like all our community initiatives, everything that we've done so far, from our movie night with Santa Claus to just the volunteer work, getting these guys out into the gyms, so far that's been just fully self-funded.
Wow.
So that's coming out of your pocket.
100%.
Wow. So,
You need to fill the stands.
yeah, you definitely need to
I
fill
need
the
to fill the
stands.
stands. I need to fill the stands because I want to be here. And I think it's a really cool model for me because it's going to be one of those things where I'm going to be able to give back into the community as much as they give to me. The more I get from them, the more I'm going to be able to give back.
I like that.
Out of curiosity, you look at, like, for instance, college ball, and you look at the pros, and there's difference in the rules, zone defenses and so on and so forth. Are the rules set up in the TBL like they are in the NBA, or is it kind of a combination between what you would see in college and the NBA, or, what are the, as far as the gameplay goes, what's it like?
The gameplay is really similar to the NBA.
Mhm.
The only really big difference is you can block the ball on the cylinder, like in your Euro leagues. So
Uh-huh.
that's the only really big difference in the between the leagues.
All right, I'm going to give myself a self-plug here since, I got you guys in here this morning. And we ring that bell because of that. So I'm a basketball referee. I referee basketball. I've been doing it for 6 years now. So where do you guys get your referees?
You actually can sign up. You can actually sign up to be a referee, a TBL referee, because a lot of our referees, like, we're a full league that really focuses on development, from coaches to referees. We've had referees transition, start in the TBL, get to the NBA. They're
Showcase
currently
league.
in the NBA or doing D1 college basketball right now. Same thing with coaches. We've had head coaches transition to G League head coaches. I think, matter of fact, the G League head coach for the Philadelphia 76ers affiliate, he was a TBL coach last year.
Well, you started to say something, Josh.
Jordan.
Jordan,
Yeah,
sorry.
it's a showcase league from, like you said, staff, cheer teams, all that, all up and down.
Wow.
Trying to get people jobs.
Are you?
Yeah.
Obviously, Gary over here is.
Yeah, he's taking.
I'm
He's
thinking
thinking
about it.
He's like.
The wheels
okay,
are going.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's all right. You go, G.
You could always use more referees, man.
Oh, tell me about it. We are so short here in the state of Oregon. All right, so you said March 1st, your very first home game at LCC. You guys got a website, social media, all that good stuff?
Yes, and Simplicity Works on Instagram. So it's EC Jags on Instagram, and then ecjags.com. Simplicity Works.
ecjags.com, and you said ecjags on Instagram.
Yes, sir.
I'm just out of curiosity here. How much time do we have? G?
We got 4 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well, I want to talk to you guys for just a second. I'm curious, what position do you play?
So I play two guard, which is also shooting guard. So I'm out on the wing, but I can play 1, 2, 3, or 4. So
Yeah.
it really doesn't matter for me.
And did you play college ball or junior college ball or?
Actually both. So I took the junior college route, played 2 years there in
Mhm.
Palm Springs, and then got a scholarship to play at a 4-year called Westcliff University up in Irvine.
Mhm.
And then we ended up, I finished up my career there, won a championship, went national, and then got the bid to come here from Marion.
Yeah. And what about you?
So me, like I said, I'm the old guy. So
Right.
08, 09, I played at Portland Community College, just a preseason. Left and ended up playing football for many years in the semi-pro circuit.
Really?
Yeah, I was quarterback. And then I had the itch to basketball. I felt like I had a lot on the table that I didn't put out there, and
Uh-huh.
I just started just playing a lot anywhere I could. Joined the city league, did really well there, and that's where I got the call from
Yeah.
one of the coaches. I was at Barnes and Noble trying to buy a book. Like, hey, there's a new pro team coming in Eugene. I said, really? You know? And here I am. So,
Very cool.
Yeah.
So the recruiting, I mean, Marion, how do you go about that whole recruiting thing?
So recruiting wise, I mean, it's more just word of mouth.
Yeah.
Like, it's more just word of mouth. Like the TBL has a reputation for getting people the places they want to be. So as soon as the website went live, I had people calling from all over the world. I had people calling from China, people calling from Canada.
Panama,
Matter of fact, we
Mexico.
got a player coming
Panama?
from
Yeah.
yeah, we got a player coming from Panama, Brian, and I mean, kid's dynamic. Canada, like I said, Canada, Mexico. We had guys literally fly from all over the country to come to Eugene for our first tryout.
Wow, that's cool. Who the coach? Who was the coach?
The coach is John Tyson. He's actually a former professional basketball player. He played in the NBA a few different stints with the
Yeah.
Magic,
Raptors as well.
with the Raptors. He was a Harlem Globetrotter. He was a Canadian League All-Star and shot block leader. And he's coached in the league for about 3 or 4 years. He won a championship as an assistant coach. So he just ended up being like the perfect guy, I thought, to guide us through our first season. And it's great because you're going to notice him because he's 7 foot, so you're going to notice him in town.
So you'll know who the coach is.
Oh, yeah, you'll see him. You'll notice him. Just walking trees. He'll be just walking
Yeah,
around
no,
town.
he's
You'll
big.
notice him.
I didn't even know he was 7 foot. That's news to me. I didn't even know that.
He hasn't
Have
been
you-
out here yet. Yeah, he's out of state right now.
Oh, so you haven't even met the coach yet?
We've met him on just
We-
social
you know,
media. We haven't.
talked, we
Yeah.
had like team meetings and stuff like that also, but as far as in person, not yet. He's on the way though.
All right. And he's coming from where?
He's coming from North Carolina.
So he's traveling a long ways.
Yeah, he's traveling a long way. We're going to meet up at the TBL draft in February. So February 1st through 4th is the TBL draft. So I'm going to fly out to Indiana. We're going to draft, I think, 2 or 3 players. We're going to bring them back down here, and then we're going to start training camp.
So I'm just curious, off season, when you're not playing with the TBL, what are you guys doing?
For me, it's more just training and obviously working on my game and getting better at that. But finding a steady job, that's simple. So right now, I've been doing more personal training. I just left a job called Shoot 360 in California, but
Mhm.
now I'm like you, so I'm focusing on reffing. I actually have a gig this weekend up in Salem. So just finding some things to keep me busy and keep in shape.
Me, I'm a supervisor at a company called Alsco. Shout out to everybody at Alsco.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, and then I just, I have 3 boys. I just take care of them. I hoop, a few times a week whenever I can. Try to stay healthy.
Your boys play too?
My oldest son is a hooper. Just it's all he wants to do. He won't play football. He hoops. That's it. My middle child, Dad, I'm not really into basketball. My youngest, he's getting into it. So
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I was
Yeah.
like, Jordan, we were at your son's elementary school yesterday, and the principal was saying he was talking about him the entire time.
Yeah.
Talking about you.
Wow, that's funny.
Well,
That's
guys,
great.
thank you
Yeah.
so much for coming in. Real quick, we got about 20 seconds. Give out the website one more time.
That's ecjags.com. On Instagram, it's at ecjags.
All right. And looking forward to seeing you guys on March 1st.
Thank
Good luck
you.
to you guys.
Appreciate
and
you
thanks for
having
coming in this morning.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to seeing you guys.
All right.
Right.
Welcome to rain.
All right.
And cold.
Have a great weekend. It's News Radio 1120 KPNW. We are out.